Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Quarter Life Conversations podcast, where we talk about pop culture, life, and everything in between. I'm your host, Kendall, 1/3 of the Quarter Life Conversations podcast, and welcome to another exciting episode of Either or. As per usual, Either or is a game of Would You Rather played on the internet from the website either.io. This time we're going to be talking about things like M&Ms and Skittles, Putt-Putt Travel Through Time, nails and crucifixion. Lots of weird stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. As per usual, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because we love to hear from you guys too. So, without further ado, welcome to Either or.
Alright,
let's go.
Okay, let's go for it. Jordan?
so would you rather Skittles or M&Ms? And the candies, you know this, is what the subtext is. I'd take Skittles.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer Skittles. There's more flavors.
Yep.
There are some cool M&Ms, though. I do enjoy those pretzel M&Ms.
I was just gonna say, it was like if they're pretzel M&Ms, like
those are pretty good.
Get those Skittles out of here. And I haven't. And there's new M&Ms because I haven't tried them yet. But there's like raspberry, there's espresso, and there's mint.
Mint chocolate's not. I don't like mint chocolate. I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for that, but I just hate mint chocolate.
I love mint chocolate. Mint chocolate's the best.
I do not.
I have no problem with mint chocolate. I especially like it when it's like a cookie, but like those Girl Guide cookies they have. But other than that, not a huge fan of mint chocolate either. But did you guys ever try that Superman and Batman cereals that they made during the Batman v Superman series?
Oh, yes.
Okay, it tastes like that Batman cereal, the M&Ms.
Oh.
Yeah, that was my reaction too. I was like, because I bought the thing going, oh, that looks really cool. I'm going to try this. Oh no, I've had this before. It just put a little bit of a chocolate coating on the outside, but it's the exact same flavor. I was like, oh, this is gross.
That's funny.
Well, those spicy Skittles are really good.
Oh,
They're spicy?
So they have like they're sweet like Skittles, but then they have this kind of little spice kick to them at the end.
Weird.
It sounds weird, like I'm describing it wrong, but they actually taste really good.
Spicy M&Ms sounds like it would be a good thing, because I've had spicy chocolate.
Yeah, that could work, like chili and chocolate and stuff.
Yeah,
that definitely works.
But I think by and large, I know I could eat more M&Ms than I could eat Skittles. After a while, Skittles, the sugar of it just kind of like overcomes my mouth. But,
I get the sweats after a while because they're so strong.
Yeah, so I don't know, M&Ms.
I'd still say M&Ms.
I'm going on the Skittles. Skittles are my jam.
I think Jordan's gonna win this, tell you the truth, but let's see. Hey! 52% to 48%. I don't think there's any real reason outside of preference, but let's see what the comments have to say.
The variety of these questions are like, because they have some like ridiculously hardball questions, and then they have Skittles versus M&Ms.
That is true.
Yeah, lots of Taste the Rainbow comments.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except for those disgusting new Skittles commercials, like the one where the kid has like chicken pox, but there's Skittles on his face.
Oof.
And then then the other girl in school like walks up to him and eats one, and then she gets it. It's like
disease.
I think it's like taste the rainbow, spread the rainbow, or something. It's like what?
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Are we teaching kids to? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a stupid commercial, but it's kind of gross. Okay, Jesse.
Would you rather have holes put through both your hands and feet via nails and a hammer, or go for 40 days in the desert without food?
Okay,
hey!
Is this written by Kendall?
I love this question. Oh man, Jesus did do both.
And you can have water in the desert, apparently.
Yeah. It was a fast that Jesus was going through.
Right.
40 days in the desert without food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Like
get through it.
I can't come back 3 days later. So
The other one is you ain't coming back from that. Yeah,
and
there
even
we
if
go.
you did, your hands and feet are just screwed after that point. pretty
well,
much.
and it's
They're
also- you
nailed,
can't-
not screwed, Jordan.
Right. Excuse me.
Sorry, Jesse, you were saying something.
Well, it's like I don't know because it would have to go through the wrist because you can't really. There's not enough muscle tissue in the hand.
Yeah, no. The way Jesus was hung, to go into history, he would have been tied up first, and the nail was just kind of insult to injury. It's not like he was only because you're right. If you just put a nail through his hand, he would have
It's
fallen
off.
off. But like you typically tied a criminal on, it's along with the crown of thorns. You don't put a crown of thorns on every criminal. It's insult to injury.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's still a very gruesome.
Well,
injury.
obviously. Yes.
The Romans were not trying to make him feel good before they killed him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So patting him on the back as he walked down the street with. Good job, man.
See you in 3 days.
Make sure you can roll this boulder first.
They were all in on
They're all-
it.
They're all giving him the Dr. Seuss book about the long journey.
Oh, the places you'll go.
Yeah. They're like, come on, man. Good job. Woo.
Oh man. Okay. Would you rather only use Windows Millennium for the rest of your life, or only use a 16-inch CRT monitor? Jordan, did you write this one?
They're both Brian. So
Yeah.
one Brian, dude.
Yep.
What was okay? I don't really remember Windows Millennium that because I remember it bad, but I could live with it. Like you just wouldn't be able to play games on your computer because obviously.
Yeah, it's an old operating system.
But that being said, I would be able to play all the games from my childhood that I'm like, man, I want to go back and play that, but I can't because it's impossible.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
they
emulators.
still port it. Yeah.
But I mean, even because the Goosebumps Escape from Horrorland game was like a Windows 98 game that I can't find a port of some sort.
Okay. Yeah,
So
so really obscure ones, yeah, for sure.
It'd be fun to go back and play.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't there I'm pretty sure there's a portable or external CD drive, something like that you can play these things on. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, but then I also have to get the game too.
Yeah, you'd have to hunt it down.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest part.
Did I tell you I was in Toronto and I went to some warehouse, whatever, some warehouse clothing store thing, and for some reason they had Putt Putt Travels Through Time, and I was like, what? I'm going through. I'm like socks, suits, Putt Putt Travels Through Putt Putt Travels Through Time.
Putt Putt Travels Through Time.
I don't see how either of these makes a difference in my life, Jordan.
Yeah, I wouldn't even mind the CRT monitor, to be honest. If anything, I would go with the CRT monitor because at least I could use a more recent operating system. Still,
yeah.
It's just it wouldn't be as high res viewing experience, but
I mean, I use my phone a lot too, and that's an even smaller screen.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, right? So I would go with CRT monitor.
Yeah,
I
think I would.
Yeah, I'm going on whatever you say there, Jordan, because I was like, I don't think either of these affect me too much. I guess I can't play Steam games on my ME, but that.
Yeah, a lot of the programs wouldn't be as great on ME, and plus you get a lot of viruses because that thing is outdated as hell. But
Is that how it works?
Mm-hmm. That's why you should update everything.
Thank you, Jordan. A message from your friendly neighborhood, Jordan.
Yeah.
Would you rather shrink to 1 inch or grow to 3 stories?
Oh, wait, I said it's an obvious one. Let me take that back. It's not an obvious one. I thought it was shrink by an inch. And I was like, versus grocery stores. I was like,
I was going to say, I don't know.
That's what I was about to say, too.
But you seem so sure. I was like, all right.
Yeah, sorry, because I thought it was shrink by an inch. I was like, oh, I could lose 1 inch. Oh wait,
Right.
I am 1 inch
Yeah.
in this situation.
Yeah, would you rather be like Alice when she grows really big, or like
Or like Alice when she grows really small.
or Matt Damon in Downsizing?
Oh, I've been meaning to see that movie, but
it's not worth it.
really. Oh
Okay.
man,
If you see the trailer, you see the because like it's a good concept, but I mean they stretch it out to a movie, and it's like, all right, like where are we going at this point?
they're both very inconvenient.
Yeah.
I either become even smaller than George Shrinks, or or there is no place I can do anything. Could you imagine getting clothes? At least I can get clothes to be 1 inch.
No.
I'm sure that I can go to get like Polly Pocket clothes or something like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. As opposed to 3 stories in which I'm like...
You just have to wear a tarp every day.
Yeah. Or just naked.
And just, like, everyone just sees your bits
like,
hanging around through town.
You're like monster blood, and you're fighting giant hamsters and stuff.
Yeah.
Woo!
Or
We got
Attack
2
on Titan.
Goosebumps references in this podcast.
Wouldn't it just be like Attack on Titan every day, pretty much?
Yeah.
For grocery stores? But,
except everyone can see your junk. But yes, Attack on Titan every day.
Aren't they all naked in Attack on Titan?
Yeah, but they don't have junk.
Really?
So then it's like Watchmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Dr. Manhattan.
you're Dr. Manhattan running around.
I would rather shrink to 1 inch, at least. Like, even if like the clothing would be difficult, and it would be a cool perspective, because I mean, even though we're not like 3 stories, it's like we have a general kind of perception of how everything would be if we were bigger-ish, right? But not necessarily smaller.
Okay, I don't totally agree with that, but I see what you're saying.
Like, what do you don't agree with exactly?
I mean, being 3 stories and being almost 6 feet tall are very different situations, right?
I know, but I mean, like we still see, we can still see most of that through other means.
Okay.
If you were 3 stories, like you'd have to go to somewhere warm, because like you can't really go inside.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I have to live in like I'm basically the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
I have to go and hide in like a what do you call it? An airport hangar or an airplane hangar. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even then, I might not be able to stand. So no. Shrink to 1 inch.
And just to get one more giant reference, because I don't think we have enough. Paul Bunyan. There you go.
Oh man, I was thinking that too. I was like, what is the name of that guy with the big blue bull and the axe and stuff? Okay, yeah. Yep, very much so. You'd be Paul Bunyan.
Right. So now we have all of them. So we're good.
We've covered all the giants.
Goliath, Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah, you have kids throwing rocks at your head.
San Francisco.
Trying to get your like golden eggs.
Yeah.
Like, no, leave me alone.
Little boys named Jack and David just wouldn't leave you alone. Like, you'd be in Pacific Rim fighting off kaiju. Oh man. Okay, shrink to 1 inch. Really? More people wanted to grow 3 stories. Well, time to check. Godzilla, yes, please. Godzilla is taller than 3 stories, isn't he?
Then you'd be like Rampage, I guess, because they're like because they climb and then kick this. They can kick a whole story. Mm-hmm. So I guess they're probably about 3 stories.
Yeah.
Me fighting the Rock.
Hey, I have dreamed of being George Shrinks, man.
Yep, there we go. George Shrinks. See, we spoke about all the giants, but we didn't talk all about the... What's the opposite of that? What would George Shrinks be? Because he's not really... I don't know what you call that.
Well, if you want a third Goosebumps reference, there's the purple peanut butter. Pretty sure that's the one that makes you shrink, if I remember from my childhood correctly.
I was going to reference Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Would you rather master every programming language or master every spoken language? Jordan?
And the subtext is you would instantly master your choice. Spoken language can include sign language. Much rather master every programming language, to be honest, but I'm kind of biased in that regard.
Yeah, that's the reason why I was like...
I think I would pick programming too. Like even though spoken sounds amazing, but
Yeah.
with programming you could get like cryptocurrency and then
Exactly.
like make your own somehow. Like if you're able to do that kind of stuff, and then mine that much better, and
yeah. And you can, with programming, you could automate a lot of things if you know how to program something. So then you could do a lot of things like menial tasks by just making a program to do it for you, and life would be easier in that way. So I'd much rather do that.
I see your point. I was thinking about that. I was like, you know what? I think we have reached a point when, knowing programming might be more useful than knowing a second or third language. That's crazy.
Technically,
it is. Yeah, it is a language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'd be learning.
No, especially as the information age gets bigger and brighter and crazier, and the more people are losing jobs to machines. Yeah,
and the machines might take over, and we need to know how to program to fight the machines.
Exactly.
They're already opening doors.
Exactly.
I saw it.
Curse you, Boston Dynamics.
Then yes, every programming language it is.
Oh wow. 78% for master every spoken language to 28% master every programming language.
Just your slow. Oh,
because like if you,
that's interesting.
You could find out if people are talking about you, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you always have the thing of like, are they talking about me?
Right. I guess.
Could be. Yeah, and then you could be like Logan Paul, and then just want respect. Japan is all about the respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
mean, I was gonna bring up the point that the first guy said as well. It's like you could make a translator kind of application, if anything, but it would still take a while for that program to do it. But still, you could.
Well, there's that little stick that doesn't even use like Wi-Fi or anything, that you can just speak into it and it's an immediate translation. Like I think it only does like English, Japanese, Spanish or something.
Right.
But it's still like we're there.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, if it's at a point in time where it's fluent, like it's really accurate, then learning another language would become kind of pointless at that.
Yeah, exactly. If technology gets far enough ahead, they could translate anything.
Yeah.
Okay. You made it to the end. Congratulations. Thanks again for enjoying this episode. If you have any suggestions for an either-or question, feel free to put it in the comment section below. We would love to answer your questions. That way we can, have that type of interaction. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.